Hi there F2Pers, it's Goodfellow here from F2P.com, and today we are checking out Game of Emperors from Imperia Online Limited. It is a free-to-play, online, browser-based empire building strategy. You must construct buildings in your city, you must train up units, research technologies, and then essentially go to war with other players. And the AI of a standard, but I guess kind of the late game is more fighting other players, building up alliances, having huge PvP battles, that kind of thing. It is obviously by the developers who published the other empire building strategy, Imperia Online. And from what we can see, the two games are very, very, very similar. There's a lot of the same kind of features in both the core concepts, and realistically, they're both the main form of gameplay for both games is practically identical. Completely different look. The actual visuals in both games are very different, and we have to say that we definitely prefer the look of Game of Emperors. I think this art style is really, really nice. It's got that. It's definitely got a browser feel about it. It's got that Facebook game type vibe. Unfortunately, the game is only browser based. It doesn't have a supported app, which we will probably mention later. It was one of the things that we found the most frustrating about this game for certain reasons. But anyway, we're going to have a little first look, and we're going to check things out, see what exactly is on offer. And if you're familiar to Imperia Online, well, you probably know exactly what the game is like already. So when you start out, you've got a fairly empty plot of land that you rule over. When you construct new buildings, which would be done through the town hall, such as houses, let's have a look if we've got something new here. Monument, can we construct a monument? Yeah, let's try and construct a monument. So that is going to take 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Or we can spend premium currency and build it straight away. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to do that. I'm going to say monument is probably going to be here. Basically, you don't choose where it's going to be built. Ah, there we go. The monument is going to be built there. It's going to give us a boost happiness. So, okay, we can't do that. If we go back into here, so this is our queue now. We can advance it by 10 minutes, and you can reduce it by another 10 minutes in an hour. Well, it doesn't really matter. That was a waste of time doing it because we're going to just pay the premium currency, and then we get it straight away. So we've got a monument. Huzzah! Now that we've cleared up our build queue, we can construct something else, or we can upgrade something. So we could upgrade our university. And to upgrade your university, which is this one, I think it's this one. There you go, university. By upgrading it, then it both increases the speed that you unlock new technologies, and also gives you access to other technologies that you couldn't otherwise build. I believe there's like prerequisites. So like to build colonialism, you need a technology that requires centralization rank 7. Now we have centralization, there you go, at the top one, and we've got it at rank 0. So obviously it's quite a high level requirement for us to start unlocking colonialism. Each level opens access to foundation of one colony on the global map. So presumably you get access to more of these types of buildings, so you can expand your borders. We think. Unfortunately, that's too high a level for us to check out, and at times the game doesn't do the best job of explaining a lot of the core concepts. The tutorial guided us through how to construct buildings, how to train units, but then kind of leaves you to it, and I think that's the thing we found the most difficult, as we haven't really played any of these kind of games to any major extent. I think there's a lot of presumed knowledge from the developers' part, where they're expecting players to just know exactly what you would do. And unfortunately for us, that just isn't the case. We don't play these these games to any great detail. So, like I said, so there's different requirements. So we can upgrade a building. So if we go back to the town hall and we went with upgrade, again, that's going to take up our queue. We can click upgrade on something else, and there we go. So that's going to take 5 minutes and 34 seconds. Once that's finished, it's going to start doing that. Now, this kind of creates a bit of an issue. So obviously we can train, we can build construction buildings, we can build economy buildings. We've got a separate queue for building up and upgrading our military buildings. So you've got economy and military with your buildings. You've got economy technologies with the university. You've got military technologies with the military university. So you have these different aspects, the economy and military, that you can be upgrading and working on at the same time, which is fine. So we've got, let's just start researching range attacks. Okay. Oh, we can actually complete that straight away, so that's fine. Choose boosters. Oh no, we can't. Oh, of course we can't. Right, so we'd have to spend premium currency on that. So that's queuing. That's queuing. Now we can construct some. It's taking a little while. It's loading really slow. I'm not sure why it's loading slow today. So let's, for example, say we want to build. Do we actually have the resources to build this? We don't. Okay, so we can't even build anything. We can't build any siege units. Can we build any infantry units? So you've got infantry, we've got archery, siege workshop, we've got spies, and we've got cavalry. So let's see. Okay, we can build up some units here. Okay, so let's just say we're going for 10. That's going to cost us 1,000 wood, 1,600 iron, and these guys don't take up stone. Stone's mostly used for your construction. So now that we're doing that, oh, you don't have enough wood. Why has it done that? Oh, I just don't have enough wood. Okay, well, I can probably get some here. I can change my production. I can put every 10 hours you can like get a boost of production. So if I put everything on wood, I'm gonna get some more wood. There we go. Again, that's used at premium currency. We're absolutely nailing this premium currency, but we've just given ourselves a lot of resources to show you guys just exactly what we can do. It's taking a while to pop these up. Okay, so let's say we've then constructing 10 of these guys. The maximum number of soldiers of this type for training is 3. Okay, excellent. So we can't build any more of those. Already, you can start to see that we're running out of stuff that we can actually do. Can't build any more of these. Man, the game is running super slow. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's just build some spies then. Let us build something. And again, there's little things that's telling us like, oh, you can't build any more of these units. We don't know why. It doesn't really explain it that well to us. We're not kind of sure about that. So we've got these units in training, and that's going to take 4 minutes. So you can have all your buildings constructing, researching, and then you've kind of used up all your queues. So realistically, there's not that much else we can do within the town. Let's see if we can just get some more diamonds. See if that'll help us out, or is it just going to give us an external browser pop-up? Or is it going to give us nothing? Give us something. Okay. There we go. Oh, okay, so... Oh, okay. I thought you were saying we could get some for free. Yeah. Unless we come with that. Okay, we got some free spies. Cool. Let's see what this treasure chest does. There we go. Can open them for free. And then we have to start paying to open more. Okay, so yeah, while we've got different technologies that are being researched, buildings being constructed or upgraded, we've got a palace that needs upgrading and rebuilding. But you can have an imperial family, which is pretty cool. This is one of the areas of the game that I actually do really like. You get great people which is determined by the level of your palace, and they will come into court, and you can marry them off. Now, I think it was this dude, Stuart Bradford. He was unmarried, and we got a court candidate. So like, okay, cool, we'll put them into the imperial court, and then we married them off. And little Gremian Bradford, he is male, but he's obviously too young at the moment. So he will at some point be old enough, and then we can get him to get married, and we can check this great person out. There you go. So they get their own talents and stuff like this. So Stuart Bradford, he has military post manager, increases the maximum number of military units placed in military posts, and also increase attack of the defending army. So he can be a governor. Again, this aspect I'm not entirely sure about, but it's essentially the economy military divide. You can either have them attached to one of your colonies, I guess, or you can have them attached to one of your units. So they give different benefits. I think they generally probably give an economy-based one and a military-based one. You can level them up and stuff like that. So it's a cool little aspect of the game, and I think perhaps depending on how they are. So let's have a look at this dude. So his inborn talents are Crown Heir. So he's got morale, happiness on every day, resource merchant, and defensive tactician. His wife has the inborn talents of decrease the loss of happiness caused by the remote colonizer. Now let's see how this results with these guys. So it looks like Joan Bradford has some inborn talents from her parents, and as does Zane Bradford. So depending on what the talents are of the parents, I'm presuming they go into the offspring, which is pretty cool because you'll get court candidates like this person over here. So Maureen Ingham, her inborn talents. There you go. What's this? This looks quite brutal. And we'll find out. There we go. Slayer of Generals. Increase the chance of the general being killed in case he loses the battle. Okay, so that's... Okay, so when you kill somebody else's, so it's not your own general. Okay. So if you think like that's a cool ability and it go really well with Zane's ability, you would then obviously try to wait for him to get a bit older and marry them off. She's going to be pretty old by that point. And let them have kids. So you can create your own generals and customize them. It's obviously complete potluck what court candidates and the innate abilities that they get. But anyway, it's pretty cool. And that's probably one of the more unique elements to this game that I do really enjoy. And so there you go. You can choose only the emperor be the governor of the enemy's. Oh God, the empire's capital. So there you go. So it would be, I guess, the colonies and stuff like that for you, using your other people as governors. Anyway, it is a quest-based game of a fashion. The quests are basically do this thing that you're already going to do. You obviously just get rewarded for focusing on it and doing it more directly. Man, these pop-ups are taking forever. So the university reduce all economic technology prices and research times. Okay, just telling us what that does. Okay, build university, upgrade it to 3. Well, we're going to do that at some point anyway, but we're getting rewarded for it. Cool. You know, I won't say no. Goal, complete 10 quests. Well, because we've just completed a quest, that one might pop now and we've completed that quest. It doesn't normally run this slow. I'm not sure why it's doing that today. Goal, complete 10 quests. So we've now done that. Is that complete 20 quests going to be done? Is that going to go up to 11? That'd be quite interesting if it does. Complete 20 quests. Okay, so the reward, because we got rewarded for completing 10 quests, by actually completing that quest, we complete the goal going towards 20 quests, which is quite self-fulfilling, but hey, we're not going to complain. So there you go. Build University 5, Architecture 5. It's a boring quest system. It doesn't really add anything to the game, in my opinion. Okay, so let's get down to it a little bit more. Combat. I mean, the main premise and goal of the game is to fight other players. I'm presuming, there you go, so you got this dude over here, pretty far away. You can click them if he's... No, don't right click because that's not going to help you. Because it's taking so long, I'm just actually not... There we go. Okay, so these like little settlements and stuff like that, we can click to spy on them, and we could send spies over. The number of sent spies must be at least 1. And we've got 25. There we go. So the spies have been sent successfully, and there you go. So it's telling us where the spy is at. Which one was it? Independent. I don't know which one he was at. Was it this one? Oh, let's just send one to all of them. Okay, let's have a look. Spy history. You have no recent spy reports. I don't want to attack. Oh man, this is taking so long when I click buttons. It's awful. I might just be waiting for the spy to actually get there. Okay. Spies to send. Oh, this one's arrived now. Okay, so let's find it. Which one was it then? Was it this one? I feel like it doesn't really explain it very well. Last report, no. I don't know what's going on, man. You basically send a spy and then you can infiltrate it and then have a look. Right, so that's infiltrate. Okay, so I have to do it from that. Right, so they've all arrived. So infiltrate. There you go. So I can see what's in the armor. So this is for Independence City 37991, which... okay, so they have got 50 archers, 50 light swordsmen. So that's how many they've got in the field. And then at the fortress, they've got 50 archers. So if we hit attack, we can go, yeah, let's send all those dudes. Let's send all those dudes. Let's send those dudes. And these are our caravans, supply wagons. So it basically lets us bring more loot. We've not got a massive army. It's quite possible that we're going to die. Can we pick an offensive general to send? Let's send our crown heir. I've no idea what benefits he's got. Let's go, Fortress Siege. You are likely to lose this battle. You sure you want to conduct it? Yes! Let's just do it anyway. The attack order has been accepted. Choose boosters. Let's hurry up and do it. Okay, he's going to do it in like 2 minutes, so I just want to do it now. You have completed the mission. Okay, so... that's basically the fight. That's the battle. We've done that now. So now we go to our mail, and it'll tell us how successful we did. We get a battle report when the browser actually clicks. Okay, military. You lost. So that was the most recent. So 1 minute ago we lost. So. We didn't bring in any resources. This was from a barbarian camp. You know, we're just attacking stuff because we can. You can check out the full report to find out what your casualties were. There you go. So we didn't lose our general. Army morale pretty bad. Lost most of our army, most of our archers. You can check out simulate, but again, I mean, the strategy behind it is to build your army and then send it off, and then that's it. You don't have any involvement. There's nothing tactical about it. It's strategy, but in my opinion, missing a trick. It doesn't feel like there's that much involvement from the player. You just use your spies better than I'm doing, obviously, to check out what you're going to attack, what units they've got there, and then go, okay, well, there's no point me attacking that because they're too strong. Or, okay, I need to have, like, another 100 swordsmen because they've got so many archers, and that's how I need to defeat them. So it's not that much of a strategy, especially when it pops up and says, don't do this because you're going to die. Will you just go, oh, okay, I won't do it then. That's fine. So we've basically got no army left. So if now we started researching our new stuff, we then hit a point in the game where there's nothing we can do. And for me, that is the worst part about the game. You're literally just waiting on the queues before you can do anything again. Which, the queues are going to get longer and longer and longer the further you get in the game. This isn't really a game where you can just sit and play it, you know, for as long as you want. This is a game where you will have to keep checking in and seeing where you're at with things. You know, just kind of checking if your research is finished, checking if your units have arrived. Because as we've seen, they can take a while to get there. We just rushed everything with gems. If we weren't rushing everything with gems, we'd still be building half this stuff. So the problem, this is getting back to the mobile thing. Because we can't play this game that often, if you're not just sat in front of your PC, where you can just have this open in a separate window and just kind of keep checking it so often, which is fine. If you're kind of wanting to do other things and not just be sat there waiting for your queues, then you're kind of reverted to having to check on your mobile. And we have a Galaxy S5 mini, so not the biggest of screens, but you know, it's decent enough for everything else we do. Because this isn't a mobile app, and it just doesn't feel that well optimized for the mobile browser. Trying to open some of the windows, you kind of having to try and do a lot of scrolling and find your way around stuff, and it's very difficult to do. And obviously checking on your mobile is what you want to do, because you want to be able to be out and about and just, okay, let's see how my city's doing. Okay, yeah, right, that's finished. Okay, I can start building that then. It should be this should be a game that you can play on your mobile. It should be an app, and it's not. And it's not well integrated for the browser. That is the biggest downfall about it, unfortunately, because for everything else about it, that is the type of gameplay that you sign up for. Okay, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but it's not bad for what it does. You know, it's a casual thing that you can keep doing. But even the functionality of actually trying to be casual with it is very difficult. So for that reason, you know, I think it lets itself down in a big way. But other than that, it does look great. There is a lot of intricate functionality with stuff. The Dynasty system I really like. I have no doubt that the colonization element, where you've got multiple cities, is fun. Once you build up and you've got the large PvP with other players and alliances and you're communicating, then it'd be really cool. One of the things I do like about it is that the kind of MMO factor of it, you've got your own profile, and you know, you can put in your personal details, so you can say who you are and let people know about you, and that kind of thing. So it's easier to communicate with people. You know who you're dealing with. So it has a more social community side to it, built directly into the game, which is cool. One thing we've not noticed is any global chat or anything like that. It may very well be here, hidden somewhere, but by default, there's nothing that we can see. Anyway, it might be there, it might not be. Who knows? But yeah, so it's not bad. It's not a bad game. It's just got some glaringly obvious problems from our point of view. But other than that, it is free to play. It is basically the same kind of game as Imperial Online, which is hugely successful. So the developers obviously know what they're doing. So anybody playing this game is not going to be disappointed if these city building strategy games are your thing. I think that you know it can be an enjoyable game for the right type of player. But other than that, it's free to play, so you know you can check it out. It doesn't cost you anything, so that's only a good thing. So there you go. That's my honest first look review, check out of the game, looking over the features. If you found it useful, then please give us a thumbs up, leave some comments below, and hit the subscribe button if you want to find out when we release more of our videos. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter at f2pcom, or over on our official website at www.f2p.com, where we do all sorts of news, reviews, and giveaways, and that kind of good stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I have been Goodfellow, you have been you, this has been Game of Emperors, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!